what's good? What's good? Hey, what's good? Shalom, shalom. It's your brother. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Malak Melissa, and I'm coming to you guys live. This is my first episode of rawtruth. It's not gonna be long, but I'm getting into the whole YouTube thing, and so on and so forth. No, the reaction tonight, we're gonna react to the situation with Ashlee Jenae, Ashley Robinson, her name is, and we're gonna be taking a dive into Oshay. Do Oshay video, shout out to him. He's been on the platform, I watched so many of his videos before. Um, and we're gonna take a dive into it. So let's go. Alright, no, let's get it. No, let's go. Alright, let's check this out.
Since the death of Ashlee Jenae, I have noticed a narrative going around. And this narrative has been, let's blame black men for everything. Now, let me just say this. If a black man went to Tanzania and killed Ashlee Jenae, it would make sense. But you're not seeing that. It seems like black men are getting blamed for even the things that they had nothing to do with. And it's only because of the responses that black men have made towards her death.
And so once this incident happened, once people got news of it, they ran to social media. And basically, instead of expressing concern about the loss of this young black woman's life, they were more fixated on the fact that she was with this white man. They were more concerned about that. And some of them basically were somewhat gleeful about the fact that you had a white man unalive a black woman, and they tried to use that as an example of, a woman getting what she deserves because she got with a white man. And before I go any further, of course I support black love and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm about. But I find it sickening that people were taking secret joy in the fact that this black woman was unalived, at the hands of the.
And the crazy thing about it, right, before we continue going, the crazy thing about it is this, is that it's not a lot of, in a sense, I would say, people are happy that she passed. People are, in a sense, like, that's what you get for what you said. And me looking at the videos and looking at everything that has been going on, I see what a lot of people is talking about. And a lot of people, they're talking about the fact that Ashlee Jenae used to propagate the lifestyle of get rid of daddy, get rid of daddy, a white man. And that's not something that, like, you get it with the people that you want, but you don't have to trash your race. And that's what a lot of these people do, because it's a pattern. Have you guys remember the guy that had the from Africa also? Oh shit. From Africa also, the guy that had a white girl, and she ended up stabbing him, and in their apartment, and she went in the lobby and sat there and said she pleaded insanity. It's a constant pattern. You get the people that hate their people, and then you get the people that they get with and ended up unaliving them in some of the worst ways possible. Like the scriptures say, the devil is an angel of light. So if the devil is an angel of light, he's gonna come as the thing that you want. He's gonna come as the things that you want. He's gonna come as daddy, that white man that could spend money on you, that could take you out of the so-called hard life, that could take you out of that. So you got struggle. You don't have to deal with black men issues anymore, because you look at it as black men is a problem to black women. And that's something that she stated 12 years ago. Sometimes, right, the stuff that you speak, you don't always reap the benefits immediately, whether it is good or bad. You eat the fruits of your speech, and that will happen to her. But let's continue.
This white man, because they saw this as an opportunity to warn black women about white men.
Now, I know of this brother, New Possibilities. He's an attorney, and shout out to him. He's a very smart guy. We disagree a lot politically, but he's an intelligent person, and I will give him some grace here, because yes, there are some black men that are going a little bit too far with some of the commentary towards her. I can agree to that. However, what New Possibilities and other black men fail to realize is that Ashlee Jenae used to say horrible things about black men herself. I mean, again, here we go with the legendary comment here. Everyday black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. Then it was mixed babies are so cute. I mean, just certain things like that. And I noticed that whenever black men actually seek retribution for something that somebody else started, black men are expected to take the higher road, even if the...
And exactly, it's true what Oshay say. Black men expect to take the high road. Black people in general, not only black men, but black people in general expect to take the high road when it comes down to shit like this. But at the end of the day, you reap what you sow. It's a pattern. And God speaks 1, 2, 3 times, man perceive it not. So when it comes down to things like this, right? She been saying that what the Most High did, the Most High put her in a position where she ends up being with a black man, with a white man, and that white man take her out. You understand?
The person or the deceased has been disrespectful to black men in the past. And I really don't think that is fair. Not only that, there were a myriad of articles that I want to bring to your attention that were troubling, at least to certain black men. Let's look at the Griots article, which was posted by Yahoo. Ashlee Jenae and the ways in which black women continue to be vulnerable to violence. It painted this picture about how black women are just these perpetual victims and how we all need to love black women and protect them more. And again, I do agree with protecting black women, but this pretty much indirectly includes black women's biggest companion, which is black men, when black men had nothing to really do with this situation. And when black men pushed back on that, MadameNoir.com wrote a scathing response called "The Internet Says Ashlee Jenae's Death is Karma for Dating a White Man." Now, Ebony.com was a little bit less passive aggressive with this article called "Ashlee Jenae's Death Raises Questions About Visibility and Safety Abroad." And they tied it not really to black men on this situation, but to Shanquella Robinson in Mexico, making it seem that black women may not be safe anywhere in the world. Damn. But then something else happened.
They put out like a little tweet article, and it was low-key trying to shame brothers. It was some real passive-aggressive thing. And I see a lot of these people, especially the divester class, they're doing a lot of little passive-aggressive things. They're saying, yes, Ashlee was a black woman living a life of comfort and, exploring the world, and she traveled the world and exploring, but protections didn't follow her. As a black woman, she didn't get the protection. They were on the black woman don't get protected thing. Okay. I'm kind of seeing that narrative, which is like a shaming tactic to brothers. Don't go, y'all don't go there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't play that.
Yo, the thing is, right? You can't jump out in front of a bus when you tell the person that the bus is coming and they refuse to listen to you. You cannot. It don't make sense whatsoever to do that. So with these divested women that love to be bed wench women to the slave master, they cannot turn around and say, oh, black men need to protect us. How about you listen to when we speak so that you could be able to be like, you know what? They did tell me don't deal with a white man. And I still did. You reap what you sow. I heard a lot of shit from the divested community. A lot. You understand? I heard one woman said in her clubhouse, because they tend to be on clubhouse, and I heard one say she has a son, and he best not bring a black woman home. Never. And she got a black son. These women are delusional. The serpent have these women mind. According to the scriptures, they have gone aside to Satan. That what happening to these women. And with that being said, it messing them up. But like the scriptures say, in the day of the wild wrath, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You understand? You're going to get thrust through with them. So, a lot of these sisters need to wake up. They need to wake up. A lot of them backsliding, according to the scriptures. O ye black sliding daughters of Jerusalem. You understand? A lot of them backsliding. And a lot of them don't understand the reason why the Most High putting in them those situations. So yeah, let's keep going.
How come we didn't protect her game? She forfeited that.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna be real. All that zaddy worshiping.
Yep.
Okay, all that zaddy worshiping, she forfeited that. Yeah, Essence and Ebony, yeah, that's Tether Bedwench Fest. All right. Ebony and Essence, that's the headquarters for Tethers and Bedwenches.
I'm not, and I don't.
So listen, no, and again, nobody's justifying anything. Nothing should have happened to that girl. Nothing. She should still be alive today.
And I would say this because Tariq Nasheed, he sometimes say good things, huh? But yeah, asshole sometimes, right? The whole thing of it was Tether activity. No matter where we go in the world, niggas can say what the hell they want. No matter where we go in the world, they all ways have cooning niggas. At the end of the day, no matter where, in the U.S., Europe, Africa, the Caribbean, South America, anywhere, cooning for the recessive dream. So when it comes down to it, I hearing what he's saying, but bedwench, all those things start in slavery, on the plantations, in the States, in Africa and the Caribbean. You understand? So yeah, but the sister should be alive. But the scriptures say the Most High kill it, raise it up. So the Most High make it see fit that hey, this is what's going to happen and this is how it's going to happen because she has to be an instrument and a tool to be looked at where sisters that was thinking that by watching her they have to look at it and be like, you know what, I ain't gonna do that. You see what happened to her? That what I is. It's rough, it's tough, but once you understand how God operates, you tend to see what he does clearly. You tend to see it. You tend to see what he does clearly. And that is exactly why I believe, I speak it as a man, but that is exactly why I believe that this happened the way it happened. For those who follow in her, for those who believe in that lifestyle, for them to think. Because if apparently stories came out that this man have a wife, that this man have a wife or ex-wife or whatever. When it comes down to it, right? A lot of women would look at it as, oh, how the naive ones, the biased ones, the hypocrites. Oh, how it is that Papoose, for instance, Papoose and Remy Ma. Papoose and Remy Ma had their situation, their divorce papers and whatnot is still in process. Some women gonna look at that and be like, oh, why Clarissa is with Papoose still? Oh, they married. But they'd be the same women that would look at this situation and forget that a man probably is married. Still control a divorce is or not. But the thing is that when it comes down to it, the Most High use situations as a tool to be able to deter others from going down that path. That's what he does. So, in my opinion, that's exactly what happened in this case.
She should still be alive, but you kind of forfeited that with all that Zaddy worshiping. Right, you put yourself in the lion's den. And Ebony, they said nothing about Zaddy. In that article they wrote, they didn't say nothing about Zaddy.
So again, Tariq Nasheed talks about something that's important because the conversation went from, well, she was killed by this white man, even though she was caping for a white man and disrespecting black men, to, well, why don't you black men feel sorry for her? Why don't you black men protect her? Okay. And then you had all of these black feminist blogs coming out indirectly accusing black men and indirectly castigating black men. Very similar to what I think New Possibilities was doing. And this also is the case with Justin Fairfax, right? He's the former lieutenant governor, unfortunately deleted himself and his wife. Black men were being blamed for this murder, although this guy went to Duke and he went to Columbia as a lawyer. I mean, he's pretty much a part of the Democratic black elite, but black men paid the price for this. And in a similar fashion, this is what's happening with black men now. Black men in their responses, albeit harsh, are just saying what is true. You dealt with this white guy who you really didn't check out. Obviously, there could be some foul play involved. And now you're asking us to protect you when you said that you don't need our protection. But again, you forfeit that protection or even empathy or sympathy when you go out with this white guy after down talking us. Now, let me just say this, and I'll go on record by saying this. The young lady was only 31 years old. When you're 31, you don't really know a whole lot about life. And just because you're 31, it doesn't mean that you're the most mature adult. However, she is passed away and people don't know you. They don't give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, when it comes down to it, right? Because I just made 32. When you have the knowledge of God, or you try to receive the knowledge of God, it puts you ahead when it comes down to wisdom much further than a lot of people. It puts you ahead. You tend to see things in hindsight and be like, nah, I ain't think that right. Look at the eyes. Look at how they're watching you. They have a lot of pictures that they have together where he watching her in a certain way. They have a lot of pictures with him watching her in a certain way. And what are she thinking in her mind? Oh, I have a zaddy. I going to take pictures in the Lambo. I going take pictures that I hear courtside seats. I have Chanel, and that's what we see from the outside. Because a lot of these black women are hypocrites. Because they will be bums. These white people would be bums. And they would still pick them up. While a black man come in the same situation, no, nigga, you got about 6 feet, you gotta make 6 figures, and this gotta be 6. A lot of them are hypocrites. Hands down. Because I was listening to Wack 100, and he was giving his reaction to it, right? And he was saying he don't feel a way because that's what she push. Why do society expect black men to feel a way when somebody that's supposed to be on our side go over on the next and then bash over there? You know what a high society people in their community looking at you as? Like you're a fool. Like you're a jackass. That what they looking at these people that talk that black and hop over on their side and be like, nigga, I don't want nothing to do with black people. This way. I don't want nothing to do with black men. They always make black women shame. Crazy part about it, single parent household, ghetto proms, and homosexuality goes hand in hand like this. So, with that being said, we could check and see who really is causing more damage to the black community. But let's proceed.
But the next question is startling.
Have y'all noticed another thing too, family? With this story going around, and the story is viral about old girl, notice none of the zaddies are speaking out. You notice that? You don't see none of these white T men speaking up for that girl. Nope. You don't see none of them speaking out against their fellow zaddies.
Zaddies. Nope.
They're not saying anything. All of these zaddies that y'all used to laying up with and you're putting the cape on for it, none of these zaddies are saying nothing. All right? None. There is mum's the word with
Mum's
them.
the fucking
I ain't
word,
seen
yeah.
none of these zaddies say nothing, not a peep. Don't come to us. No. No, we were an embarrassment, right? That's what she said. Black men embarrass people and whoop-de-whoop, and black men are this and black men are that. Now, again, the family's up here trying to raise money to get her body back over here. Where's all that money Zaddy was balling out with?
So I had to actually go and look at Tariq's suggestion, and I did. I literally went on TikTok. I tried to find a white person that could commentate on the issue, and I couldn't. Now, if you can see here, this is a screen grab, and typically if you type in Ashlee Jenae's name on TikTok, you will get the trending videos, and none of these creators were white men. That was the first page. Here you're looking at the second page at the time that I did it. These were all the videos. I did not see any white men. I saw one white woman at the bottom here. Then I tried again for the third page. I went to the third page. I did not see one white man, okay? And I'm not talking about a white man who, I couldn't find anybody white. Now, obviously, you'll have a content creator who is white just reporting on it, but I'm talking about these white men who are infatuated with black women. They say that they love black women. I'm talking about a white man who was speaking about black women in a very passionate way, the similar way that we saw New Possibilities, the first person that I played as a clip in this video. There are no white men talking about this. Now, obviously, you will find thousands of white men on social media claiming to love black women and it's their only choice and who they want to date. But everybody that I'm seeing talking about this is either black men who want, other black men to stop talking about it, or black women.
Yeah.
And he makes a good point. These white zaddies who love black women are nowhere to be found. And not only are they nowhere to be found, Mr. Joe McCann, the fiance, is nowhere to be found. Woo! Now, while you're out there, I'm talking about the black women, talking about how you want to have mixed babies, how bad black men are, and you're posting these white guys on your social media, be also certain that you know that Joe McCann on his social media, he never posted Ashlee Jenae. Not once, okay? He never posted her. He never tagged her from what I can see. She only posted him, okay? Now, they were together and, it looked like they cared about each other on her page, but to his friends and his family, no. He did not do the same thing. And when she passed away, her family has confirmed that he has not given a dollar. Again, some of these white men could love black women and go to bat, but we just didn't see it this time. So whose fault is that? Is it black men's fault that they are commenting negatively on a woman who showed a lack of empathy or sympathy for them in the past? Or is it the white guy's fault who has not shown up for the person? This is the man that she trusted. This is the man that she was going to marry. She wasn't going to marry nobody black. It's him. Okay, the family trusted him. So now how are you blaming the black men who we had nothing to do with that? He's the one that was taking care of her. He's the one that proposed to her. He's the one that went online, and while he knew that she was dead, was commenting on X about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, not even caring about her safety or well-being. That's what he was doing. So why don't y'all have the energy for the person that you need to have it for,
Exactly.
which is the person that could have allegedly betrayed her trust. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Oshay Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all you do. Scratch the bell. We're out.
And that's the thing, like, when it comes down to it, right, you cannot expect.
The Jenae case has taken a turn today that not even I expected. And I'm always expecting the worst. We have major updates for you. One being the police in Tanzania has been caught lying. We also have updates on the completed autopsy report, a press conference that suggests a second suspect and a potential co-conspirator to Joe McCann. We are going to take you through a video walkthrough of the room where Ashlee and Joe were staying and show you the robe/closet where Ashlee was found. Then we are going to take you to potentially the most bombshell development in the past 24 hours. There is a local Tanzanian that is friends.
Nah, this long. This shit too long. So I'm gonna have to take it up a part 2 tomorrow. But look, the picture. Look, Nadam Seaton watching the child like that. You understand? I've done. Listen, I went and I checked her Instagram, right? I went and I checked her Instagram, right? Oh shit. Yeah. I went and I checked her Instagram, right? And when I checked her Instagram, I saw her personality through the phone, how she was talking, how she was moving. And I was like, she's too black for you. I was like, she's too black for that white man. Like, you could tell. And that's one reason why me, myself, I never really deal up with a white woman. Because I'm a nigga from the hood in the Caribbean. You understand? I ain't dumbing down myself for nobody. Nobody. And that's what I peeped in relationships when they're interracial. It's either the guy conforms or the woman conforms, or they make a proper blend. But that's how it is. So I would like to say this before we check over here. 33 minutes. I'd like to say this. Remember, what a man sow, that he shall also reap. So, when it comes down to all the stuff that we as people in general promote, push forward to diminish others, no, you might read that back. Especially if it's against your own people. And with that, I'd like to say thank you to episode 1 of Raw Truth. And until next time.